Well, it's that time again. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the interview with Craig-Veltri.
Thank you, Megan Pennington. And welcome to the interview. Brainless, the latest single from our guest today, is one of the smoothest amalgamations of country, soul, and blues I've heard in quite some time. If the Black Crows added a little twang, were more direct lyrically, you can't buy my love, but you can buy me a drink, for example, and they took it down a gear and had a soulful blonde woman sing it, you would have Brainless. And we will play Brainless at the end of this episode. She's something of a blues prodigy, an Indiana native and Indiana University alum. She and her brother Cole, collectively known as in layman's terms, arrived in Nashville with many credits and awards, including her 2016 feature in Bass Player magazine, recording in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and calling in from Nashville, Pennsylvania, proving once again that Music City, USA was never specified. Here she is, Logan Layman. Logan, welcome to the interview.
Hello.
Now,
I'm
normally
super stoked for this.
I'm super stoked to have you. I normally start with biography, but I do want to talk mostly about the song that I have really thoroughly enjoyed listening to nonstop since I've heard it. So I guess I'll just start loaded and simply. What was on your mind when you wrote Brainless?
Um, so I actually wrote that song with my good friend Nicholas Kenton, and we were in a room with like 8 people, and he started playing that lick, the main guitar lick, as heard in the intro. And I just wanted to, I feel like I wrote a lot of songs in the past about being like, I'm mad at men type songs. So I was like, why don't I wanted something happier and like more focused on love and also like having fun and like being so attracted to someone that it makes you stupid. And so that's it kind of just came out super quickly. I just every lyric that came to my head was immediate,
Is it always that quick?
which was really easy.
Is it always that quick for you, or you usually
No. Yeah, it isn't always that quick. Some songs are Brainless definitely was. A couple other songs have been that quick. Um but some others were take me about a week or about a month to even get the creative like juices running again for me to finish it.
it does usually depend. I think a lot of people who ask me as a songwriter, it's a case by case basis. Sometimes the lines are difficult to find, but the miracle of a line, you can't buy my love, but you can buy me a drink. Was that you or your partner that came up with that? And how close were you to naming the song "You Can Buy Me a Drink," or was it going to be Brainless the whole time?
That was me that wrote that line. Um, I know back in my single days in college, I liked talking to people, but not enough to like I just I guess was scared of commitment and just would enjoy getting drinks bought for me.
The song is
So
very
the hence the you can't buy my love. Just being honest. Um, so I don't know, that lyric just came up and actually everyone since the song has been out has been telling me that's their favorite lyric,
I
which
I
is pretty cool.
I will qualify that as favorite lyric of the year I've heard so far, at the very least on this show. But
Yay.
so if you've let's just talk about the build to Brainless. As I mentioned, you come to Nashville with your brother. You guys had had a band for many years up back in Indiana. How far, and obviously your credits begin in your teen years. So how far
Yeah.
back are we talking that your brother and you were playing together? Music, anyways.
So Cole started he started playing guitar when he was about 7 and I started um, playing when I was about 5 years old. So we've been in our first ever concert, I'm pretty sure was when I was 8 and he was 11.
Okay. So,
So
and what were you guys playing at the time in that concert?
Cole was playing guitar. I started actually off on guitar and realized that I would never be able to get as good as him because he had 3 years on me. So I switched to bass.
So it was necessity, not love of the instrument, which I find is actually true of a lot of bass players. Hate to say it, but usually that's not the instrument that they begin with. So it was necessity that began. What kept you on the bass, or was it just momentum that kept you on the bass and inertia?
I stayed on the bass because I actually started really loving it. And I started hearing songs differently when obviously I was super young. Still, people to this day, my friends sometimes are like, "Is there bass in this song?" And so I really enjoyed being able to, like, for a non-musician, everyone can always hear bass, but people don't really know exactly what it is. So I started really
How do you
enjoying.
figure?
Um, well, the guitar players are the flashy ones, you know. They're always the guitar part. They play the melodies. They have their solos, and the bass player is always kind of just
In the pocket.
in the pocket. Yeah, in the back. Uh, we play a lot on Nashville, and so in Nashville, and the bass players have their own little tiny section in the back that they stand up in.
Just stand in the corner. Don't smile. Maybe smile a little as the groove gets in.
Yeah.
My grandfather, the bass player, wherever he may be right now, I'm sure he's just shaking his head like, "Shut up, son." But but the but so you grew to love the bass, but and it also seems that the blues influence is apparent when you listen to Brainless. I've met a couple of people whom, shall we say, are white people from Indiana that really seem to dig the blues. You're not the first person that has that kind of a credential. What is there to be blue about in Indiana? I guess is my question. What?
Well, okay, so actually, I just went to Indiana for 4 years in college.
Okay.
And my brother and I, both our parents, Sandy and Doug Layman, shout out, both were in the military. So we've lived so many different places. Um, so I feel like also living that many places, we've had a lot to hear and a lot to see. And Cole and I, when we were super, super young, saw a video of Stevie Ray Vaughan on YouTube once. And that's where his love for blues music came. And then it came to me second. And then we started going to Clarksdale, Mississippi, Memphis, Tennessee, just all the really good places for blues, and we just immediately fell in love with it.
What was it that you fell in love with? Was it the musicality, the message, the feel?
I think it's the storytelling because when I was around the time in middle school, like rap was trap rap, music like that was becoming a really big deal, and that's what a lot of kids my age were listening to. And um, I'm a very emotional person, and I just couldn't connect to anything the way I could connect to blues music because it tells a story and is very emotional. And like the lyrics may be in some songs may be simple, but the way that people sing with soul, you don't have to have lyrics to understand how they feel when they wrote the song. And that's what spoke to me.
It's like I've heard it said about a different form of music, but I feel that it's true very much about blues. It's like you get the prayer of it twice. You get
Yeah.
get the message of it, but you get that extra soul. I guess that's why they would call it soul. And we're here with Logan Layman here on the Craig-Veltri interview, proud member of the Scarfire Media Podcast Network. Check out all the other great podcasts here on the Scarfire Media Podcast Network, including the debut of Deep Core Lore, hosted by Emmy Sasani, as well as the Cool Brother Podcast, coming soon to the Scarfire Media Podcast Network, Mommy Rockstar with Megan Pennington. And speaking of which, myself and Meg, the Moonshine Vagabonds, we got merch. The brand new Moonshine Vagabond shirts available now in custom orders. Get them now. Hit me up on Venmo. Hit me up in the comments below with your size, and I'll get you one. Thank you for listening to the Craig-Veltri interview. So, the blues background. You've been to Clarksville, you've been to Memphis. Chicago's not too far away from Bloomington. What made you and your brother decide Nashville was the place you ought to be?
So my brother actually decided that way before me. I spent a lot of time growing up in Florida, and I wanted to move back there as soon as I graduated. And my brother was the one who was basically begging me to move to Nashville instead. And I was like looking at apartments in Florida and St. Pete. I was like super, super ready to move there. And it was like a week. I had a week to make a decision. And he said, let's test our luck in Nashville. And I finally agreed to do it. And thank God I did it, because my life here is.
Why did he ultimately decide on Nashville?
He's why did you? No, I'm kidding. He's to my right of me, but he just had already been living in Florida. Told me that he wanted to have a music career because Nashville is one of the only places that you can really play music as a full-time job and
True.
be able to afford rent and food. And so he wanted to give it a go. And I think also something that made him even more passionate about it is because people kept telling us that, oh, don't move to Nashville, you're going to be a small fish in a big pond. It's not like anywhere else you've ever lived. Like, it's not going to be easy for you guys. And so I think that really inspired him to be like,
That's a challenge, it seems.
I'm going to prove y'all wrong. Yeah.
Oh, so far so good. But this single obviously is something that you're releasing as a solo project. Was it always going to be your song, or was there ever discussion between you and Cole that this was going to be an in layman's terms release?
Well, I always say that it's our song. I still say it's our song. I don't refer to it being as my song. There were a lot of people that told me it should be Logan Layman instead of in layman terms, just because it's like it flows off the tongue, and like being a specific artist and having your name, it's like easier to for it to click to people. So just because it's Logan Layman, I still always refer it to like everyone in the band's song equally in my eyes.
Oh, so you guys, not only do you play together, this is usually just introduced as here's the new song, not the new, it's my new solo song, and just to keep it simple, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So the question I think is always not are you working on something else, but what's coming up next for you? Have you
Yeah.
others and I guess I could also ask it like this. Is it going to be another single? Is it going to be another album? What's next?
So we have a 12-song album recorded already, and we are releasing one song every 6 weeks.
Okay.
So our next song will be coming out in 5 weeks,
Uh,
which is exciting.
so I'm guessing what is the plan? Like once everything is out there, then the album itself is ready to roll, or is there going to be like an actual release somewhere in between the release schedule?
That's that's a good question, and I would need to ask my manager that.
Well, okay, so just so that you're not getting trouble with legalities and stuff like that, yeah, we can just simply say that in early March we can expect a new single. What would that?
Yes. You said what will that single be called? Liquor Don't Lie.
And will it be along the same kind of stylings? Is it a ballad? Is it a rocker? What is
Completely different. Very, very different. It leans definitely heavily on on the blues music side.
Yep. Well, you talked about Stevie Ray Vaughan as an influence. I've also read a couple of articles that you've listed Bonnie Raitt as an influence. I've definitely heard that. I can hear a little bit more Joss Stone. What is one influence that you would say that there's no denying? I'm loud and proud. I'm ripping this artist off. Who would that be?
Ooh. Well, I get compared to Janis Joplin a lot.
I would go there too.
Um, I don't know. I think that I have the type of music that when people ask me what genre it is, I don't know what to tell them.
I'm kind of the same way, actually.
And so I don't really think that there's an artist that I really sound similar to, if I'm being honest.
In fact, let me
I would definitely have to think about that.
Well, let's think about the music and the amalgamation because I said that I definitely heard Black Crows and I gave a couple of. Are you getting the feedback or maybe the pushback of you know pick a lane, stay in your lane, or are you that dedicated to the muse that you're just kind of following the sound wherever it takes you?
I'm not dedicated to the music, following it where it takes us. Like on this album, um, we have like a country song, a song that's actually kind of hard rock, and then two acoustic songs that are beautiful, that are super pretty, and like I wouldn't classify as country or rock. So it's kind of they're kind of just all over the place, whatever I feel like writing. And I love all genres of music. So it's just, I guess, how I felt that day when we were writing what type of genre I wanted to
Is that the
put
process?
out a song
Like
with.
like I'm feeling like a blues song. I'm feeling like a country song. Is that how it usually starts?
I think it just comes out. I normally just have a melody in my head, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to record that immediately. And normally the melody comes out on bass. So I start with the bass, and my fiance is a producer. So if when I have something in my mind and I'm super like ready to record it, he will literally professionally record it and we'll piece together like a song, like part by part, verse by verse, chorus, pre chorus.
You build the puzzle from the bass line.
Yeah.
That's not uncommon. I mean, technically the bass sits in the rhythm section and a lot of the tracks usually begin in drums. So that's I hadn't quite heard that's where a song begins, but I have heard that a song usually does begin getting written in the rhythm section. One last question about your Indiana roots. 2 years removed from being the laughing stock of college football, the Indiana Hoosiers are the undefeated national champion, Heisman Trophy winning quarterback. Were you a big fan of the football team? And is this, I mean, are you in touch with folks in Indiana? What's your overall feel with Hoosier Nation at the moment?
I miss all my friends from Indiana, and seeing all their a lot of my friends actually did get to go to the game. And the Indiana winning, I was emotional. And Fernando Mendoza is just an amazing person and like America's sweetheart. Everyone loved him. So with a bunch of
I
friends here
interview
in
was
Nashville,
born in front of somebody in front of
of
a
the camera.
Beth. He's like a PR person's wet dream. This guy's answers. He's perfect.
Yeah.
You were saying, sorry.
I went to go watch the game here in Nashville with a bunch of my friends, and none of them are from Indiana or none of them supported Indiana. Like one of my friends is an Ohio State fan that was giving me crap all season, um, and they all just came to watch it with me because they knew I was super excited about it. And like my fiance was like, this is the game I've been the most excited about ever. Literally, even though his college was in the championship two years ago, he was more excited to see Indiana.
That would have been, I want to say, Alabama.
Um, I think UW, Washington.
Washington. Okay. Well, and though they,
Yeah.
I don't have I don't have the stats up me. It's been a while. So, but I think it might have been they must have played Alabama at some point during the time. But well, that I keep my fingers crossed. The same thing's going to happen. I didn't go to Pitt, but Pitt's my college team, so I'm hoping the same thing winds up happening.
Yeah.
Well, Logan, we have a nice way of closing here on the Craig-Veltri interview. It's called the No-Kiddin Questionnaire, a couple of rapid fire questions. First thing that comes to your mind whenever you're ready, and away we go. Childhood celebrity crush.
Okay. Ooh, Peyton Manning.
Uh, spoken like somebody from Indiana. I'm guessing you had you mentioned you like Fernando Mendoza. You mentioned you liked Peyton Manning. Have we found you have a thing for the quarterback?
Oh, well, Fernando, I would look at him like he's my younger brother, not like
Oh, okay.
not a attraction type of way.
23. He's not that
He's not that younger than me. I don't know. He just is so sweet.
oh, okay, okay. Well, begging that. Well, since I'm on the line, this is the follow up question I give to that. When it comes to Peyton Manning, is that the kind of guy that you found yourself going for? And in fact, is that the kind of guy that you're engaged to?
No. Um, not my fiance is a drummer and a musician. Peyton Manning was an athlete, and I never have been ever attracted to musicians because they just remind me too much of me. And Trey was the first one, the first one that I liked, and now we're getting married.
Do you have a date set?
Yes,
Congratulations. I really hope that.
thank you.
What was your favorite subject in school?
I loved science and English.
Do you have a favorite subject of science, biology, chemistry,
I
anatomy?
loved biology, psychology also. I in college majored in abnormal psychology, neuro.
Hmm. That might fall into the next question. What occupation other than your own would you like to attempt?
I'd be a pretty good counselor. I would love to do that. I also like the real estate, and this is a new one, but my fiance is a private pilot, and flight school just sounds like a lot, but I think I could do it.
It's a lot of memorization and just a lot of practice. I'm
Yeah.
doing it myself. Good luck to him as well on that one. On the other side of the coin, Logan, I don't care how many bags of money are handed to you. What job would you never want to attempt?
Ooh, underwater welding. That's
That-
my brother's girlfriend's brother's job. Old job. Yeah.
so, as in,
Scares me.
kind of had the same feeling you have about doing the job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like what is it about it? Just that didn't appeal. Being underwater, the darkness, the enclosure, the heaviness.
I think it's the darkness. I love the water as a Floridian. But yeah, when it's at night and there's big buildings around you, yeah, that's pretty scary.
Yeah, too. Well, you've mentioned being a military child. You've been probably across the coast several times. You just got back to from California as of this recording. What is your go-to food on a road trip?
Ooh, on a road trip, that's a good question. I love Chick-fil-A. I don't think you can ever go wrong with the Cobb salad without eggs, which totally takes the point out of Cobb. But yeah, I love the Cobb
Take
salad
the
there.
eggs out.
Also, the nuggets are to die for. Chick-fil-A is mine.
Why do you take the eggs out of the Cobb salad then?
Well, corn, yeah, corn too. That's
Well, I mean, you mentioned you don't have eggs in the Cobb salad. Why do you make that adjustment?
I'm allergic to eggs,
You are.
unfortunately. Just like my dad.
Uh,
He passed that on to me.
well,
Yeah.
it's hard boiled from a fast food joint. What are you missing? Um, but
Yeah, true.
well, now that we the venue might be Chick-fil-A, but if you could have dinner with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
Can I pick more than one?
Sure.
My mom and dad. I miss them.
Are they still with us?
Yes, yes. Oh my gosh. No, totally not like that. I living in Nashville, I get to see them maybe twice a year for holidays.
I lived in Nashville for about 5 years, and I rarely did see my family either. But getting out, I get out on the road quite a bit and pass through the Carolinas. And over the last year, I think I saw my mom and dad probably, Christmas and uh, Christmas and any other holiday. That's what, twice a year. Twice a year. I think I saw them maybe 20 times each last year. So that's
Yeah.
great. So hope you get to see them more often in that case.
Thank you.
Logan Layman, what is your biggest pet peeve?
Oh, I hate when people apologize when they haven't done anything wrong.
Oh,
That makes me upset.
so you hang around women a lot. Okay, I, it's like I'm so sorry. It's like, what did you do? What did you do? It's definitely a Southern thing. It's such a Southern thing. I
Yeah.
totally the same way. Uh, so I've given my reasons why it's annoying. What is it? Why what annoys you about it?
It just makes me feel bad because I'm like, why? And I even do it sometimes too. It's like, what has happened that makes you apologize so much?
It
And it makes me sad.
yeah. It's like who hurt you? It's really
Yeah. Yeah. What has someone said to you? Yeah.
last question of the questionnaire. What is the best advice that anyone has ever given you?
Ooh, that anyone's ever given me. Honestly, I think that would take me a little bit because, there's the cliche advice. Um, the best advice someone has given me. Obviously, I mean, the basic stay true to yourself. Um, keep doing what you're doing. These are all cliche answers. Um,
I mean, I live by one day at a time myself. So I mean, they're cliche because they're universal. But
yeah,
can you remember anything like from a trusted mentor, maybe even your parents, something that really sticks out?
just, well, I think the main important one in a lot of people have told me this is it's really simple, two words. They just say never stop. So
I
I think,
That is often the key to a lot of this. I
yeah.
it myself a lot too. So and I sign off on that myself because I really did enjoy that song and a lot of the stuff that I've been hearing from you in the last couple little bit of time that I know you. And we got one last bit of business, Logan, to take care of, and it should be your favorite part of the show. It should be every guest's favorite part of the. It is time for shameless self promotion. Brainless is on all streaming. Where can we find you? Where can we find in layman's terms? Plug your pluggables, madam. Fire away.
Um, look me up on Instagram. I'm on Facebook, Logan Layman. So Logan space Layman. And that's the same thing for Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, everything. It's just Logan Layman. And you will see that picture of me leaning against a red car. Thank you, Lee.
What kind of we'll throw the cover art up one more time. Was that a Camaro, maybe a GTO?
Camara. Yeah.
I knew it. The what year would that have been? That had to have been like a I would say somewhere in the range, just kind of the curvature of it. I'd say maybe 67, maybe 71, somewhere in that ballpark.
Definitely, I'm not exactly sure. It's not mine. But It looks nice.
Oh, well, it looks nice, and it looks nicer with you next to it, Miss Layman.
Thank you.
And Logan Layman, thank you so much for joining us today on the Craig-Veltri interview.
Thank you so much.
The Craig-Veltri interview, where Craig-Veltri interviews wonderful people, is a production of Scarfire Media, the voice of the independent artist. Written and edited by Craig-Veltri. Your announcer is Megan Pennington. The opening theme, Shut Up, I Love You, written by Trenton Chandler and Craig-Veltri. Performed by Craig-Veltri. Produced by Jack Gavin. Tick tock, it is almost here. 1 week away from the release of Inside the Cabin, the first single from Moonshine, Vagabonds, myself, and Megan Pennington. As I've been announcing on this show for a while now, that release party for the single will be still going down at Antonio's Pizzeria in Brookline from 7 to 9 p.m. If you haven't gotten your hands on your own custom-made Moonshine Vagabond t-shirts, Megan and I are still pumping them out. We'll have some ready for you at that gig, but if you want to get yours now, send me $20 along with your sides to my Venmo at craig-veltri. We can get you one in black. We can get you one in white. And if you want something in a different color, let's talk. We're more than flexible over here at Scarfire Media headquarters. We're more than happy to accommodate our fans. And speaking of which, on the 13th, we will be taping an interview with the Jagoffs podcast. And as I announced last week, we'll also be on with our friend Jazz Byers on Jazz's Rock and Road show on Music for the 412, recording on February the 18th. Here's some more dates. Time now to update the event calendar because you must know where I am at all times. Tonight, Friday the 6th, I will be at Ragin' Axe in Clarksville, Tennessee from 7 to 10 p.m. For full dates, including Pittsburgh, Canton, Ohio, Nashville, Memphis, Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, and more, visit my website, craig-veltri.bandzoogle.com. For booking info, including full band in this podcast, email me at craig-veltri-official@gmail.com. You can find the interview on Facebook by searching the Craig-Veltri interview, YouTube at Craig-Veltri Music, and you can find me on Instagram, or as my older mate, the Tommy Thomas used to call it, Instagirl, at craig.veltri. For Logan Layman, I'm Craig-Veltri, and this has been the Craig-Veltri interview. With that, I'll pass. Here's the latest from Logan. Here is Brainless on the Craig-Veltri interview, proud member of the Scarfire Media Podcast Network.
You have my heart in the palm of your hands, and if you'd ask, I'd cancel my plans. Whoa, what you doing? Oh, later on, why don't we dance all through the night until we see the sun? And what you gonna expect when you look like that? Your hands up on my body, there's no turning back. Baby, I'm a woman. You can't buy my love, but you can buy me a drink. Well, you make bad decisions. Your tattoos on my body make it so hard to think. Can't tame us, I'm brainless. No operator turned off my phone. You have my attention, well, you got me alone. Ooh, put the car in park, turn the music up. Show me all the reasons why you fell in love. And what you gonna expect when you look like that? Your hands up on my body, there's no turning back. Baby, I'm a woman. You can't buy my love, but you can buy me a drink. Well, you make bad decisions. Your tattoos on my body make it so hard to think. Can't tame us, I'm brainless. So what's it gonna hurt you if you just stay the night? I know you feel the fire looking in my eyes, and nothing's gonna stop me from loving